Hello friends, welcome to the video number 31 for the Python 3 series, and well, this is gonna be the last video to talk about functions. And well, the last thing I want to cover about functions is how can we create a function that can take any amount of arguments. There may be cases that we don't know how many arguments we're gonna be passing, and it can even be 0 arguments. Now in this case I am putting an example. Let's say I have a let's say I have a file I receive every day as CSV file, and I'm gonna be reading from it. And that file includes the purchase orders from my customer. And let's say these are the quantities that I need to make. Of course, I'm making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to make it easy to add all this. And well, we know that this is 15, so that we can check that we are actually getting what we are supposed to get. So we can be getting input from the user, or let's say we're reading again like from a CSV file or something like that. And then we get all these arguments, and then we're gonna pass it to our function. So the way that we are gonna be defining or telling Python, okay, this function may take any number of arguments. It's gonna be changing. I don't know how many there are gonna be, so just deal with it. Is just by using this asterisk, and then by convention we put the word args. This is a contraction for arguments. Now you can actually name it whatever you want, but again, it's like a convention, so just get used to it. It's better if you learn it like this: asterisk arguments. Now I'm just gonna mention briefly. I'm not gonna try to explain it because, to be honest, it's still a little um, difficult for me to understand. There is another thing that you may find is a double asterisk and then KW args. This means keyword arguments. And well, basically what you're going to be doing is that here you're going to have well, a keyword. Let's say like I don't know, in this case will be like PO1 equals 1, and then PO2 equals 2, and then again that's somehow how we're going to be reading from this with the keyword arguments. Again, I'm not gonna go further and try to explain. I couldn't do it, but just in case you see something like this, then well, at least you know, okay, those are keyword arguments. So then let's go back and just stay with this asterisk arguments or args. So that's the way. Again, we're gonna be telling Python this is a function with a flexible number of arguments. I don't know how many they're gonna be passing, so it's gonna be changing. And now, well, my function is actually pretty simple. I have a sum of quantity is going to be equals to 0 for start, and then I'm going to print. Of course, we can do in this loop, we can count how many times we pass on the loop to count the POs, but I think this is probably easier. You have, and then just use the length of the arguments. So you have, in this case, 5 uh, purchase orders to do. And then for n, again, you can name this variable whatever you like. In args, I put it n for just like number. Then okay, so the sum quantity is going to be the sum quantity plus the value of n. So in the end, we should have 15, right? And then, well, the total of pieces to do is the sum quantity, which should be 15, and we can get, I don't know, an average of pieces by production order is, well, the sum quantity divided by the length of the arguments. And well, that's it. Let's just try to run this. And so it says you have 5 POs to do, the total of pieces is 15, and the average is 3.0. Now, of course, again, this can change. Let's say the next day I get more orders. I got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's save this and run it. And now we have 10 POs to do, 55 total pieces. The average is 5.5. So again, we're changing the amount of arguments in here, and we don't have to go and change our function with this asterisk args. we can pass as many arguments as we want, even 0, right? It can be empty. Now I'm gonna get an error here because I'm gonna try to divide by 0, but right, you have 0 POs, 0 pieces to do. Now we can of course just comment this line, or if you wanna keep something like this, then you will have to do some kind of an if else, right, to deal with a case when you have 0 arguments. Then you're gonna have to do something. If you have more than one or more arguments, then you can just do this. Now another common thing that may happen is that we may have a list, right? It could be a list or it could be a tuple. In this case, I'm gonna be using the same values, but I'm gonna make this a list and I'm gonna put it in this variable. Now I'm gonna pass the variable to the call of the function, and let's see what happens. If we save this and run it, we get this weird error, unsupported operand type for int and list. So before I show you what you need to do, let me just do this. Let's do a print and then print the length of the order's quantity, and then we're gonna print here the length of the arguments, and let's see what we get. So we are passing 5, but somehow we're just receiving 1. Now when we do this, we are passing the list, but we are kind of passing it like if it was a safety uh, box, right, that Python cannot open and see what is inside. So it cannot see that we have all these items inside. The way that we're gonna fix this and allow Python to look inside of the list, see of the items on the list, is in front or before of the name of the variable, we need to add the same asterisk, right? So let's save this and run it. And there it is. Now there are 5 and 5, and we have 5 POs to do and 15 pieces, and the average is 3.0. Now we can get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. And this. And of course we can again change here 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, just as we did in the previous example. And there it is. And again we can pass just like 0, no, not 0, sorry, the empty list. And again we're gonna get the same error, but again you can see that it's working. And of course you can get like real, let's say more real production orders, 40, 45, 99, something like that. Yeah, whatever, let's just run it. And then okay, we have again 10 POs, but now the total is 524 and the average is 52.4. Okay, so well, that's I think that's basically it for this video. Again, last video about functions. Now you know how you can create a function that can receive or is prepared to receive any amount of arguments, even 0. And well, that's basically it. So I hope that you find this video useful as always. Thanks all of you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. And well, I hope to see you on the next video.